Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, on this video, what we are going to hear today, this is called professionalism. You know, people fight, people argue, people say wrong things about each other, but at the end of the day, as long as we come back, acknowledges and accept that we were wrong, apologize to one another, apologize in public where it's possible or necessary. You know, this is what I call professionalism. And this is what happened in court today at the Senzo Meyiwa Trial, where we saw Judge Ratha and Advocate Mngomezulu doing wrong to one another. You know, the treatment they gave one another in the past few days, it wasn't a good treatment. It wasn't proper. And today, we see them coming back, shaking hands. I think that that's what we need as South Africans. Family, we're going to watch and listen to this video as Judge Ratha is apologizing to everyone, and as well as Advocate Baloyi apologizes. And we move after this. Let's watch and listen.
On Wednesday, is it? On Wednesday, in this court, I made certain comments or utterances arising from the conduct of this trial. And subsequently, because of the news flashes, I came to know that the Black Lawyers Association apparently is saying that it wants to arrange a meeting with me or to meet me. I don't have a problem with that, but the law precludes me from meeting the black lawyers because they want to have a meeting with me regarding my presiding in a case which is continuing, and they are not parties to that case. The parties to the case are the 5 gentlemen here, and who are represented by 5 counsels and attorneys, and the state represented by Mr. Sebanda and Mr. Baloyi. I'm sure we all know that a judge is supposed to execute his functions without fear, favor, or prejudice, and that he's got to be independent, objective, in the exercise of his authority in court. Consequently, judicial protocol and the law itself does not allow a judge during the presiding of a case which is continuing and is not yet finalized to meet with a body or persons and have a discussion on any matter whatsoever which arises from the conduct of the case. The law does not permit that. Actually, if I did that, the accused before court here, they could bring an application for my recusal because they wouldn't be present in that meeting which the Black Lawyers Association wants to have with me. They could even also apply for the quashing of the proceedings on the basis that they are unconstitutional for me having entertained a discussion with a legal fraternity body. So that is the reason. But me, on reflection, and after some thoughts, I admit that my comments could be interpreted as intemperate, ill-advised, ill-considered, and offensive. And if that is the perception of the accused and their representatives and persons outside, even the public and the BLA, then I want to state that I unreservedly, without any conditions, withdraw the comments which I made in that Wednesday afternoon because of the events that played out here. And also, if I caused any offense to any person or organization, I also unreservedly apologize. And I also apologize also to the judge president of this division, Mr. Mlambo, and the DJP of this division, Mr. Aubrey Letwaba, and if needs be also the Chief Justice, the judiciary, my colleagues, and even the Judicial Service Commission. And as an aside, the irony is the BLA, I, together with the late Godfrey Piche, Dikgang Moseneke, Sien Mushidi, Makambeni from Pretoria, Toli Vilagazi, Tansi, I think we were about 10. We conceptualized in 1977, 50 years ago, when the spirit of black consciousness was pervading the country, we conceptualized and formed the Black Lawyers Association. And I can brag a bit and say, I was in the steering committee. I and Moseneke drafted the Constitution. So I've been a member of the Black Lawyers Association since 1977 for the uninitiated. Okay. They're free, the Black Lawyers Association is free to write to the JP and discuss the matter. But as far as I'm concerned, that is the end of the matter. Except that Mr. Mngomezulu has written a letter of apology. Should I read it, sir?
That's correct.
Should I read it?
Yes, please.
Otherwise, I was just going to keep it to myself. Okay, here's the letter. It's dated the 20th March 2024 at 16:21. Good day, Judge Mokgwatleng. The above matter refers Senzo Meyiwa Trial, Pretoria High Court, North Gauteng. I write this email to express my apology for my non-appearance in court. I had discussions with my colleagues last Friday whereby I asked Advocate Munyeki to stand in for me during the testimonies of Ms. Matlaping and the photographer. The request was adhered to by Advocate Munyeki. On Monday, I asked Mr. Ramosipidi to stand in for me, and he agreed in the presence of other counsels. I received instructions on an urgent basis wherein 74 motor vehicles were impounded, repossessed by the company called Bike Automobile SA Pty Ltd. I took this opportunity because I was not receiving fees for the past 5 months and legal aid South Africa declined to pay. I need to close the unpaid school fees for my daughter and my 2 sons and my house bond. Today at 16:15, I called Mr. Baloyi. He did not answer my call, but due to his professionalism, he returned my call, and we had a discussion. However, before Advocate Baloyi returned my call, I called Ramos Lipidi and sent him a WhatsApp message, but he did not respond. Furthermore, I called Advocate Mushololo, who also did not answer my call, but showed professionalism by returning my call at 9:30. I then asked her to speak to Ms. Selepe, whom I conveyed the message for the judge. I attempted to call the secretary, Ms. Rose Selepe, and I left a message. I do not have anything against your leadership since I have known you from Clemson House. I was on the 4th floor with Norman Masanabo, the late. I did not receive the transcript of the main trial, and I have not consulted with accused one. I ran a trial within a trial without going through the evidence of the main trial, and I'm proceeding with the main trial only with 636/10/2014 disclosure. That is the case. I have noticed that other counsels are offered assistance if they are engaged somewhere else, but different situation in my case. Kindly find room to accept my apology. I do not have any vendetta against your lordship. Regards, Ratha Mngomezulu. Okay.
That's nice.
Thanks. I regard the matter as closed.
Family, all I can say is big ups to Judge Ratha, big ups to Advocate Mngomezulu, for swallowing that pride, coming back and say, forgive me, I'm sorry for what I have done. And they are now forgiven, and we move, family. Let's continue with the case. What is important here is to see the 5 accused being proven not guilty. I'm sure that's what we are all here for. So, family, thank you very much for watching to this point, watching to this far. Please do not forget to like this video before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Bye.